The first step to true healing is accountability. And that doesn't matter what type of healing you're doing. It could be healing within yourself, it could be healing within a relationship, it could be healing from a situation. But if you don't first own up to whether what you did or what went wrong, you are not going to move on from it. And I think a lot of relationships stay in a rut, or a lot of relationships never heal, or a lot of relationships separate because those two people couldn't be accountable for where they went wrong in a situation. I remember one time I heard someone say that anytime something goes wrong between two people, there is wrong on both sides. There is always wrong on both sides. So I'm here to tell you right now, if you are sitting and you are watching me and you are right now in the midst of an argument with someone and you don't think you did anything at all wrong, there might have been something that you did. And I really want you to sit there and really think about, really be introspective and objective and be like, what could I have done differently? Even if it's maybe I shouldn't have talked to that person that day, or maybe I let too much things in the friendship slide or in the relationship slide, or maybe I didn't have good boundaries. There is something that you could take personal accountability for. And how are you going to make steps to make sure that that thing never happens again? I have found in my interpersonal relationships that the relationships that I have that have stood the test of time have been the relationships where both people could be accountable for what they've done. If you are in a relationship with anyone who can't be accountable for the things that they do wrong, they can never see your side, they can never see where maybe they went wrong, I'm here to tell you that relationship won't last. It will not last without you losing yourself. Are you damaging yourself? Are you hurting yourself? Because the truth is, a healthy relationship can only exist where two people learn to be accountable. They learn to hear each other. They learn to see the other side of the story. If you're not in a relationship like that, whether it be a friendship, romantic relationship, working relationship, if you're not in a relationship where someone could show up for you and be accountable for the things that they do that hurt you, even if they didn't intend it, the truth is your relationship is heading for demise. And so these are the things that, I would share and warn, because in my relationships, in my life, the ones that have lasted the longest were the ones that could be accountable. And I could be accountable with them and they could be accountable with me. That we could see where each other went wrong and we could apologize. And we could rectify behavior and we can make sure that those type of things don't happen again. That we could make it up to each other. Those are the relationships that lasted. And so I say this to say, if you are holding on to something, if you are frustrated because that person doesn't see my side and the rah-rah, is it worth the relationship? Is you not coming to an agreement that maybe you both were wrong and you both could have something to apologize for? Or there's accountability that needs to happen. Is it worth ruining and damaging the entire relationship? Is there something that can be salvaged? And I'm not talking about if you're like with a narcissist, because if that's the case, you need to vacate the relationship in the first place. Because if the person is narcissistic, they're never going to be able to take accountability for what they've done wrong. But if you are with someone who is not narcissistic and does not have those types of issues and can take accountability for where they went wrong, it might be worth the conversation. It's always worth the conversation if the person can take the accountability, if it's a healthy dynamic, if it's a dynamic that works. It's always worth it. So I'll leave you with that. If you think this might help somebody, please share. Tell me what you think in the comments. I always love hearing what you all have to say, and we'll talk soon. Take care.